Well, we're here at St. Mark's, and I came down to the old fort of San Marcos de Apalache. They have a real nice 20-minute video, which was real helpful. And it's also a perfect amount of time for the rain to stop. So I'm gonna go do a little shooting here and then head back up to town proper. But they have a nice diorama here and the Narvaez expedition and old artifacts. It's kind of a neat little place. Battle of Natural Bridge and Civil War, which was Confederate victory just south of Tallahassee and north of here. It's a nice little stop in. They asked for $2, which is well worth the value. Keep places like this open, sharing history. Thank you. This visitor center and museum was actually made with stone from the old fort. You can see it there. It's turned into a hospital. A lot of the soldiers who were stationed here after Jackson took the place in 1818, they died of dysentery and tuberculosis and other diseases. We have the Ocula River there in the background. It's the museum from a little bit of a distance. There's some old stones here and there, and the Spanish built several different forts here. The wooden ones were destroyed or captured. There was a hurricane and leveled the old one, and 40 people in it died. So they built a stone one. This was an important place. It was actually a string of missions to the north here amongst the Indians, and it was important to protect those, and also the military road from St. Augustine to Pensacola, which passed north of here at Natural Bridge. The Spanish took advantage of places like on the Asilo where the rivers go underground, same as the Santa Fe, so they didn't have to build a bridge. See old stones here. Old earthworks. It's nice and quiet and tranquil. Up the Ocula River. I won't be going there, it's out of my way. But back in the old days, they filmed the old Tarzan movies up there. It's all jungly and the river's clear, unlike most of these places where it's black from all the tannic acid and vegetation in it. It's just a neat little place. She said that you get about 30 visitors a day, so you pretty much have the place to yourself a lot, I'm sure. Easy walking distance. It's easy for me to say. I walked 250 miles. Yeah, it's just amazing all the history you don't know. I didn't even know this place was here. And yet, here it is. The big mound there is the old bomb-proof, which is where they would store the powder and the shot and all that. And the idea was that it was impervious to cannon shots, so the arsenal wouldn't blow up. And a nice little boat launch there. Little break. It's supposed to storm a little later, so I think I'll be hanging out here in St. Mark's for a couple of days, which is fine. Beats the hell out of fighting with all those damn flies. I literally had to decamp last night, hot foot it to the river and get across. It's things were, I mean, the viciousness of them, and they just wouldn't stop. And you smack them, blood everywhere. This is the trail down to the original old wooden forts. There's nothing here now. There's a nice little picnic area. Easy, it's wheelchair accessible. And it comes right to the point where the two rivers meet. They had a 20-mile rail line led down here. The one at Port Leon was destroyed to St. Mark's, and Shipped a lot of cotton out over the years. I think the film said something like 120 or 150 years. The 20-mile railroad was in service from Tallahassee down here. This is the point. This is the conflux, if you will. Nice little sitting area. Just look out at the old salt marsh over there. That's the St. Mark's River. There's the Waukulla. And here's where they meet. Off into the distance, old Florida. Be nice if it wasn't so cloudy, but farmers need the rain. Everything needs rain. Some little markers. It's well marked and the information is good. Did a real nice job here. Hopefully, along with the wildlife refuge, the people who work here will just keep their jobs during these hard cuts the government's making. Just nice little things like this. This is our inheritance. It's not far. If you're up in Tallahassee, it's not a far drive down here, obviously. They got a lot of charter boats, a lot of fishing opportunities, lots of places to bicycle, especially over in the wildlife refuge. But just around here, there's a old railroad line. They have paved that, so there's a nice path all the way up to Tallahassee from here. I do like the Rails to Trails program. I think that's just fantastic. Get people outside, connect with nature a bit more. See the things you don't see that are just right here. Well, the place here isn't that big. It's walk around the whole thing in 10 minutes. But it's well groomed. Well maintained, it's clean. One thing about this town is you really feel safe and welcomed here. It's nice as can be. You can imagine how miserable it must have been being a soldier here back in the old days. Stuck out here, malarial swamps, giant flies just chewing you a new one every day. Wow. Yeah, plenty of picnic tables. Good place to go over to Cooter Stew and get you some takeout and come out here on a nice day. There's some steps up there. We'll go up there and then I'll cut this off and walk back to town and do a little filming there. There's not much to it, won't take long. But again, it's one of those little places. That's the beauty of the trail. So you don't really go through cities. You go through little tiny areas that you wouldn't think to visit. They all have their own story and proclivities, and just the nicest people. No chain restaurant, so try things different, new things. Anyways, this is the top of the bomb proof. A little grave here. Can't really age 75 years, so no dates, but kind of an odd place. Anyways, I'm gonna shut this off and go into town. You know, something at Cooter Stew. Everybody says it's delightful and delicious. So, looking forward to that. I'd be stuck here for a couple days with the rain, but there are worse fates. And then it's back into the woods and eating delightful sardines. Yay. Alright, well, if you like it, like it. If you don't, leave a comment. Tell me I'm a knucklehead, don't know nothing. And always feel free to subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.